Good evening, everybody out in WyoNation. This is the WyoNation pregame show. I'm your host, Chad Smith, and we are here to talk a little football as we count down the minutes to kickoff with Wyoming traveling to Arizona State to take on the Sun Devils in Tempe. And we do have some breaking news that is going to really shape this game. So let me get this up here. This comes from Alex Taylor, who is at the Cheyenne paper. And this has been clarified by the other journalists who are at the game. But Wyoming tight end John Michael Gillenborg is officially listed as doubtful for tonight's game with a lower body injury. He did not participate in early warmups. So, very interesting turn of events there. We didn't hear anything about this. And usually you don't, right? In college football, there is an injury list, even though a few conferences are kicking around the idea of making that a thing. So we'll see if he does try to play. My guess he might, but I don't know. We don't know the nature of the injury. But overall, it's a big blow to Wyoming's new offense, as I think he was going to be a centerpiece of this new passing game to get Svoboda some easy passes. Obviously, he's big and fast, somebody who would cause the Sun Devils some matchup problems. So now everybody else has to step up, and that would include the running backs. As we know, Whaley is still out, but DJ Jones, Sam Scott, and Farrell are all going to step up, hopefully. And so with Gillenborg being out, I think that puts more of an emphasis on the running game, perhaps. And then maybe it's a chance for some of the other tight ends to step up or for the wide receivers to make more of a name for themselves in the passing game. So a big question there for Wyoming. And, yeah. So with that, really what I wanted to do is just talk about some keys to the game. And here are three themes that I came up with. So let's talk about them here. Number one, be yourself. And this has all kinds of different facets to it. Be yourself. A, we have a new head coach. Never been a head coach before. B, we have a new defensive coordinator. Never been a defensive coordinator before. C, we have a new OC. First game at his new school. And then D, Evan Svoboda is making his first start as the full-time starter at the University of Wyoming. So therefore, I'm just saying all these guys just need to be yourself. Be themselves. Make sure that they are doing the things that got them into the positions they now are. And there's no need to deviate too much from what has worked for this football program. Mainly, I guess I'm a little concerned about the offense because we don't really know what it's going to look like. I still think that Wyoming needs to run the ball, but you have to have an efficient passing game. So let's see how vertical they get. I'm a little concerned they may go early bowl, early vegan era, where they were focusing so much on a vertical passing game that it hurt them. New college football is all about, and pro football for that matter, is just completing the passes that are in front of you, making those easy passes to keep the chains moving. So be yourself. A lot of new guys and a lot of new spots. So let's see what happens there. Win the turnover battle. This goes without saying. Wyoming can't be -1, -2, -3 and win this game, in my opinion. Wyoming historically has done well in the turnover battle. So here it's protect the ball. But at the same time, you can't protect the ball to the point to where you're not trying to make plays down the field. So it's a fine line, but Wyoming needs to win the turnover battle, take care of the ball on offense, and on defense. They have an experienced defense, especially those two safeties. Let's hope that maybe they can get a batted ball, a tip ball, and get Wyoming an extra possession or two. Number 3, special teams. Arizona State, if you watch the roundup, kind of has a special teams in flux, it seems. So Wyoming needs to win the battle because we have two experienced guys. One, of course, is #RedShoeMan, who had some struggles last year, but I think he righted that ship. And so we'll see how he's doing tonight. He's going to have to probably make a kick or two, a long kick or two for Wyoming to win this game. New punter coming in. I have no worries about him. He did well at the FCS level, but he is now playing at the FBS level for the first time. So we'll see if there's any adjustment to the speed of the game for him. But yeah, those are my 3 keys to the game as we are talking about the Cowboys traveling to take on the Sun Devils. So, other things that we can take a look at here really quick. Let's take a look at some Mountain West scores. We've got 3 games already in the books. As you can see here, the Sheep traveled down to Austin, just took it on the chin. 52-0 loss against the Longhorns. Air Force at home, 21-6 against Merrimack, which is not great for them. But we'll see what kind of football team the Falcons put together this year. And then the game of the day here so far, a very wild one. Boise State, Georgia Southern, 56-45, including right here, the running back for Boise going for 20 carries, 267 yards, and 6 touchdowns. That is insane. That is rather insane if you ask me. Let's go ahead and scroll up and take a look at games in progress. I've been watching a bit of this one. UNLV is looking pretty good at Houston, but Houston in a complete rebuild, so we'll see there. Nevada has been trailing most of this game, and they have just taken the lead here with under a minute left against Troy, so very interesting there. All right, Fresno State is battling the defending national champions. That game was 10-3 last time I saw it, so Michigan has tacked on some insurance. Another game on national TV, CBS Hawaii is beating UCLA on the islands, which is very good for them. Let's see some more. Oh, third quarter, San Diego State is only up 4 against Texas A&M Commerce. Very, very interesting. And oh my goodness, Utah State is losing at home right now to Robert Morris. So the Mountain West has got a lot of storylines, as you can see today. Wyoming will be kicking off at 8:30 as well. I did not know this. New Mexico will also be in the state of Arizona, taking on the Wildcats in Tucson. So there is your Mountain West wrap-up. We'll get rid of this, and we'll hike back up here. So, yeah, for Wyoming, be yourself, right? Just do the things that you need to do, the things that got you into that head coaching position, the things that got you to that DC. Let's see the fundamentals and that baseline foundation of Wyoming football tonight, but tweaked enough to where it's improved upon. Turnover battle, again, Wyoming can't be negative in this on the road against a Power 4 school, and then special teams. This is going to be a close game. Got to have solid special teams, especially with ASU having a lot of question marks in that area. Going to try to go back here to Twitter really quick to see if there's any other late breaking news for y'all. But it does look quite interesting about what's going on here. As for a uniform report, Wyoming looks like will be in white tops with brown pants. If you're interested in the fashion show, looking at the stuff here, it doesn't look like there's any other updates from anybody else in terms of talking about John Michael Gillenborg. So Wyoming's going to be without their number 1 running back, and it looks like they're going to be out without their number 1 tight end. So kickoff here in about 20 minutes. We'll see. Let's see where's that. This UNLV game might cause a problem to that. Let's take a look at what is left in that game. 5 minutes. Okay. So I'd imagine that'd be over by then. It's 27-0 right now. About 5 minutes to go. So you might be delayed a few minutes, but they should be able to wrap that game up in the next 20. And you won't have to find another channel to find the Wyoming game, which would be great news for everybody. So, yeah, enjoy the game. We'll see about a post-game show. We'll see how late it is. We'll see how everything goes. But if Wyoming wins, we certainly will have a post-game show because I know people will want to talk about it. And I'll be here. So, yeah. So enjoy the game. Thanks for tuning in. And, Meat Hook is in. Just before the buzzer with his prediction, Pokes by 3. Very good. Thank you. Yeah. So if you saw the roundup the other day, our 3 persons that included the 2 other hosts did pick Wyoming to win, but I just don't see it happening right now. And with this Gillenborg news, it really makes me think that it's going to be a struggle. But that's why we play the games, right? Players are going to have a chance to step up. So, yeah, so stay tuned here to WyoNation blog on Twitter. I'll be there with my commentary during the game. And hopefully, with a Wyoming victory, I will be seeing you afterwards, and we'll talk about it then. So, all right, everybody, enjoy the game, and I'll talk to you later.